Hi, this is Laura with Coach Me Laura and At Your Service Mobile Notary. And I want to share with you 10 phrases that help me make and keep connections. Before I do, I want to tell you I started these a few years back and I found these phrases, implemented it where I found it authentic for me to do so, and the results were amazing. I'd like to share one story in particular. I, of course, used to do 100% loan signings. And then slowly but surely, I've moved into the mobile notary work and less of the NSA work. And of course, the NSA work I'm doing pays more for me because I tend to do escrow direct, or I get the highest end of what signing services are willing to pay. There's one signing service in particular, and she doesn't call me all the time because she knows this about me, but whenever she's in a bind, she'll give me a call and say, "Can you help me?" I always try to help her and say I'm happy to do it. So this happened recently, and there was a notary that canceled. I don't know what the reason was, but she needed to know how fast could I get there, and it was out of town. And sometimes taking on these last minute cancellations can be the worst assignments ever. But she's really good at support, so I said, happy to do it. And so when she told me what the price would be, I said, you know what? For you, I'll do it for that price. And then she turned around and said, well, for you, I'm going to pay more. Isn't that fabulous? She followed up with, I just like working with you. You're so cheerful, you're nice, you always have a great attitude, and you always want to help me. So I got to say, this happens. She's only one story. I have other stories. I have a direct one, a direct escrow. I just established the relationship with probably in the last maybe 3 or 4 months, where she called me. She was desperate. It was a little out of my area, but I said, look, let me take care of you. I've never done work for you before. She was dissatisfied with a previous notary. And I said, I can show you that it can be done well. I took care of her about a week after. I sent her a thank you card for allowing me to take care of her customer and a little Starbucks coffee, and said, if I was in Los Angeles, I'd buy you a cup of coffee. This is the closest I could get. Do you know she's called me 5 or 6 more times in my area when she happens to get a job to use my service? She always wants to try to use me first. And it didn't take very much for me to, one, just do the job well, and two, follow up with acknowledgement that she trusted me with her clients. So I want to tell you, this works. And I'm not trying to play games with anybody. I authentically feel this way. And I think that comes through. So let me share with you the 10 phrases that I use. I was thinking of you. You look marvelous. I love the way you see the world. Well, the last time we spoke, you mentioned X. I followed your advice. I miss you. I really admire X about you. I love your energy. I saw this and it reminded me of you. So depending on the people that you know, the relationship that you have, you might be able to utilize one or two of these. People love to be remembered, asked their opinion, acknowledged for the good advice they might have given, admired and praised. As you consider what is appropriate in your life and with the relationships you have, give it a try. Find an opportunity to lift somebody up. It will make you feel good. It will make them feel good. And we all deserve it. Until the next time, be safe.